What is it?
Black Desert. Hello and welcome to The Essential Gamer. My name's Lee and today we're looking at this new MMORPG that's launched on consoles. Both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One have it now. It's been out since 2015 on the PC, I believe. So not a brand new game, not a brand new IP, something that's got an infrastructure behind it. So let's see what it's like. Starting off, it's your typical create a character fare. You get your different factions and different types of character depending on which style you want to play in. I want to play in the style of Geralt, the bloody good looking Witcher. Horoscopes are something that are included to change your personality traits. I know mine. And you give your character a strong name to start off with, like Derek. So you start off with your character waking up, having no idea what's going on. At least he does know his own name, that's one good thing. And you're introduced to your sidekick character, the Dark, that lives within. This guy is going to have some serious nightmare-inducing moments, but he also helps you enchant your weapons, he enhances your items, and gives you missions and quests along the way. This seems to be quite a major plot point. Elsewhere, it's radial dial menu after tile, after text option, after everything else. I mean, yes, it's an RPG, it's an MMO, but it's very, very focused on those aspects. There's lots of world building, lots of lore, lots of story, lots of backstory. There's also quite a lot of a social element. There seems to be a focus on you talking to different characters and getting them on your side and in your favour, etc. So, she's a DJ. Okay, fine. Locations change, and as I said, the lore is built within the things around you. You can interact with items to give yourself more knowledge, and you actually keep track of your knowledge as you find out different information about things. It makes a nice change to actually have fine details.
Look at this.
Elsewhere we have some cutscenes with fully voiced and animated actors. Although I won't lie, some of the talking animations are a bit jarring.
Possessed with dark energy.
She looks like a little rabbit. Again, it plays out quite nicely, but I won't lie and say that the voice acting is the best I've ever heard, because it ain't. So, after you've made your perfect character, it's time to go and get ruckusing. As with all of these games, it's a levelling up affair. So you start off against very, very weak enemies with very simple tasks. And as you level up your character, his skills, his particular skill trees and branches, and you level up your weapons and all that stuff, you unlock different skills and abilities. As far as the fighting itself, you've got your fairly basic heavy, light attack. Alternative, there's a grapple. There's a kick and a punch, which obviously changes depending on which character you picked. My guy is the general sort of warrior character. I like to get in and get involved. Destructible environments and general chaos is quite nice, although I will say, because of the sudden influx of players, you'll find a lot of these areas saturated with constantly respawning items and enemies, because other people are joining the quest that you're currently on. Not with you, but separately. So you can't hurt each other, but it is a bit chaotic. Areas seem well realised. I was really quite impressed with the sort of depth of the various areas that I could visit at the beginning of the game. And you can see lots of people, like this guy who wanted to show off. Yeah? I'll show you, buddy. Aha! Yeah, I thought so. It's densely populated. The NPCs are very good to look at. I mean, I'll be honest that NPCs in this sort of game can be forgotten about, but here it feels quite full. The world seems bustling, and yeah, there's a lot of things to get in and get done.
Well, I've investigated ruins across the continent.
When you're not listening to the fairly terrible wooden voice acting, there are other characters to interact with, and again, with the lore building and everything else, everything's got a description, like this good looking chap. Looks like he's capable of eating anything that comes his way, and I don't disagree. Some of the cutscenes are a little bit more questionable than others, but quite frankly, I'm not even sure if this is going to be a free-to-play game. It has been touted that some places are free-to-play, others may say it's a subscription, we'll see. As far as bad points go, it's not The Witcher in handling for its fights. It can be a little bit janky. The one thing I will say is that when it starts to really kick off, as you get into the game and fight higher leveled enemies, the screen becomes this garbled mess of text and bajab. I mean, over here in this corner you've got all your directions, you've got some shortcuts here, over there's the world chat, over here you've got your life and your energy, and over there you've got the name of everything, and here's a map, and here's some more writing, and here's a bit of something in the forefront. Oh, here's some more writing to tell you that they blocked it, or they parried it, or they're immune to something. And as you can see, it's a bit busy. Besides that, the only other issue I really had with the combat was sometimes the camera can be a little bit finicky. It wants to go underneath your guy as you're getting into it and really gripping hold of the controller. But generally, the fighting feels quite weighty, it feels quite responsive, and it's not too bad. So if your huge online multiplayer RPG is your kind of bag, then this is going to be your kind of game. It's very menu heavy, it's very item arranger simulator, but if that is your kind of gameplay... Who's this little girl? Ah, she realises I'm a world-class YouTuber, of course. Hello little girl, would you like to join a world-class YouTube channel? You're not Mr. Beast? Well, fuck you then.